That was spectacular. I don't know what else I can say. I think I speak for 99.9% of Bulldog fans that type of win at Boise was enough to make this season a success for Matt Entz. A first year success. Don't know what happens the rest of the way, but I will take this. As you saw my preview, you knew I thought we would have no chance. Not only did we win, we kicked their behinds in a way that I only dream of, all right? Yes, we beat them Boise on the blue with, I would argue, better football teams, but not like this. And I know we knocked out their quarterback in the first quarter. I really don't think it would have made a difference. Just the way our defense was performing, I mean, we just kicked their behinds. It was just awesome to see. But I'll get to the whatever implications it have later. But this is what Bulldog fans needed after last week. We would have taken a win against Boise no matter how you slice it up, but this type of dominating performance that many of us have never seen over Boise State, we needed this. And yeah, I said before this wasn't the Boise team of old, but you never thought that the way the Bulldogs played all year long that they would, if they were going to win, they were going to win this way. I mean, it was outstanding, and defense was, they play like this, they have a real shot to go back to Mountain West Championship game as long as Coughlin doesn't make any big mistakes. I mean, that alone makes him better than Warner. And I know Coughlin threw up for under 50 yards, but a lot of that had to do with wide receivers, again, dropping the passes like he did last week. They got to get used to a guy who could throw the ball. But it didn't really matter today. I mean, the Bulldog defense, along with some running game, and Lynch, props to him for exercising the demons he had at the Potato Bowl last year. Everyone really did their job today, except maybe the play calling. That was still bad. But, when you win 30-7 at your most hated rival's place, I'm not going to complain, at all. Forget about it. Everybody gets an A+ as far as I'm concerned. Now, as for what this means for the rest of the year, well, the Bulldogs now give themselves a chance to get back to a rematch with San Diego State. If you run the table, you have a chance. And they play Wyoming, Utah State at home, and San Jose State at home. Beginning of the year, I thought the Bulldogs would win all three. And after today, at the very minimum, they should get the home games. Or 2 out of 3. I know Wyoming's supposedly playing better. Utah State's tough with Bronco Mendenhall. Bulldogs have those teams at home. They should win those games. But we'll see. You've given yourself an opportunity. UNLV, they're going to lose at least one more game. Boise, they'll probably get their butts kicked by San Diego State. Hawaii, you've got the tiebreak over them. They can lose a game. So the opportunity is there for the Bulldogs to get back to a conference championship game if they run the table. And the schedule certainly sets up for them to do so. They don't leave the state of California. They've played 2 out of 3 last at home. That's what this win does. It gives you a chance to do more than go to the Arizona Bowl. And it gives this fan base a massive boost. We needed this one. I've said it multiple times now, but it's true. This guarantees there'll be a big crowd against Wyoming. I heard that if they won today, it'd be a 4 o'clock kickoff. Hopefully that's true. I think that would, time shouldn't matter for Fresno State. We got the best fan base in California in terms of pound. How many places would sell out for Wyoming? But, hats off to everybody. I think Harris had more than one interception. He'd get my defensive player of the game, but really the whole unit should get it. We saw Donaldson and Luke run like they had been before this bad losing streak. And really, since the Nevada game, saw them make some runs. And I think the offensive line just played better. They attacked the secondary of the safeties. Boise State didn't. They more or less took the passing game away, even if you made the completions that dropped. But it didn't really matter today. And again, Boise State had the second, won 16 straight home games, tied with Alabama for the tie for longest. Typical statistic you see when Boise State's at home. All the Boise State stats you see, like the head coach, he never lost a game in Mountain West because he took over after Fresno State beat at Boise in 2023. All sorts of stats that you still see the Boise State having. The Bulldogs broke. And that is outstanding. Absolutely outstanding. And, Uh, if nothing else, we keep the milk can. Nothing else happens, we keep the milk can. We guaranteed a bowl appearance. I knew they would win one more game. Just didn't think it'd be this one. I mean, I really can't put into words how happy I am. I'll dive into more of the numbers and stuff on when I do a recap of this game, which I will wait till Monday because that is also when the Bulldog basketball season starts. And there's a doubleheader. The women's are playing at Friday at home at Saymont Center. The men's are playing at 7:30 against Fresno Pacific. So big day if you're a basketball fan. Get ready for that. But if you're a Bulldog fan as a whole, you're just enjoying the day. You're enjoying it. You're going to enjoy this weekend. And oh boy, man. Man, hallelujah. We needed this one. Cam and Pat Hill on the radio was so happy. They were having so much fun. If you have a chance to listen to the game, do so. They spoke for all Bulldog fans. We were loving this one, and we needed this one. So, great Saturday, great bounce back win. Team needed that one. Now I'm going to get ready to watch the World Series Game 7. So, for now, go Dogs.